Daedra, and charge Abolisher! Abolisher is charged. Strike the portal! Now, strike the portal to Abolisher! How big is this place? You could hide half of Tamriel down here.
You asked for it.
These halls go on forever. We need to keep searching. Look! Didn't we see something like that in Oakland? Use the Echometer.
Guard the door. They must have reached the well.
The memory of a great battle? Who are Athelia's forces fighting? Up there! It's Shard Marshal Vargas.
Warriors of Miracle! Stand fast against Mora's minions! If this memory interests you so much, allow me to send you there.
Comrade?
Conrad, where are you?
Let's see what you're made of. you're made of.
There you are. That memory showed Shardborn fighting other Daedra. Ethelia was defending something in this place.
Let's go.
Another memory? You might learn something. Go ahead. I'll watch for Vargas.
Continue this futile struggle, Ithiel. Every fate before us is. You cannot win.
But you do not see everything, Mora. In the many parts, all things are possible. I will write my own fate.
Go, my prince. You must escape.
Ethelia, wait.
Is this where Ethelia lost her ancient battle? Her minions remain to guard the passage behind her. Theragon! He's somewhere beyond that gate. Use Abolisher.
But do not fear. Their very presence has awakened the well.
Then draw power from the well, my prince. You will be restored, and I will create a wild burn that transforms the Weald.
Reward the mortal if it pleases you, my prince. But greater victory awaits us in Miramor.
Down there. Ethelia and her servants. They reach the well. Theragon! Damn! He's charging ahead without us!
Catch up that heel if you know what's good for you. You good? Of course you are.
Roll out of there!
They're gone. Wait for us. Damn it!
Nantharian, stop! A wild burn unleashed with the power from that well will destroy Westfield!
There we
I
go.
have suffered your
You'll pay
interference
for
long
this,
enough,
Nantharian.
outsider. Enough! Forces of Mirror,
Portal.
aid me!
Ready, Abolisher.
Never a dull moment.
I will take back this land for my people! You cannot stop me! Move it! Forces of Mirror, protect me!
Got your back.
I am the heir of the aliens and the beloved of Athelia! I will not be denied! My friend, help me!
Athelia, unweaver, mistress of the many paths, let your glory be restored! Remember your true self and free us from the chains of fate!
I am cold. Come, Vargas. It is time to go home. With the loom, I will restore all that was lost.
I'm all right, Tribune. You stopped Nantharian from unleashing that final wild burn on the Weald. Thank you,
We
my
stopped
friend.
one threat. But did you see? Athelia changed.
Let's talk about this back in Skingrad, friends. We stopped Nantharian, and prevented a massive wild burn that would have destroyed the rest of Westweald. But Athelia and Shard Marshal Vargas got away. Let's go back to my townhouse, and figure out where we stand. Vashabar deserves a chance. Not everything Nantharian built turned to evil. Somewhere he lost his way, as did my friend Greenspeaker Sorelin, and others who fell in with the recollection. I need to go to Vashabar, and tell them what happened. Apparently so. He considered himself the heir to that empire, and planned to destroy Westweald to rebuild it. Some things are just better left buried, and seeing Athelia restored was terrifying. I wonder what she plans to do with all that power.
I may never get used to fighting Daedra and magic users, but at least we put an end to Nantharian and his plot to destroy Westweald. That should finish the recollection. Now, is it too much to hope that Athelia will take her power and just go away? Nantharian is dead. Hoperoot is destroyed. The recollection has no leaders and no friends. Some diehards might linger for a time, but they won't pose a significant threat to Westweald. No, I'm more worried about Shard Marshal Vargas and her prince. I have no idea. Maybe they'll never give Westweald another thought now that Athelia has her power. But she wants vengeance for what was done to her. That might lead to very bad things. I don't think we've seen the last of them.
We cannot...
Ready.
Did you hear? The King of Vashabar. He's the leader of the Recollection.
I knew those Vashabar models were to blame for all this.
Proxy, I hoped to find you here. I sensed a powerful ripple in faith, and came as quickly as I could. I have been scouring the plains for hints of Torvasad's doings. I sensed ripples of probability flowing across the Daedric realms. Imagine my surprise when I traced them to their origin, ancient Miskarkan. What happened there? Without Nantharian, and with Torvasad off doing who knows what, the Recollection will be scattered and leaderless. Our battle merely shifts to a new arena now, with even greater stakes. Already the threads of fate fray at an alarming... I do not think reality is endangered by Athelia's travels, but by her choices. Whatever she decides to do, reality must accommodate her. It will shatter in the attempt. The threat of her next decision causes fate to now fray. The one who knows has not made that clear to me. Yet as long as reality persists, we still have a chance to prevent Athelia from undoing everything. Conclude your business with Baragon, Proxy. I'll work.
I'm glad you're back, Laramil. Maybe you can help us understand what happened to Athelia in Miskarkand. A few recollection may linger, but their threat fades. Without Nantharian or the Staff of Many Paths, there will be no more Wildburns. The mad dream of a new Ayleid kingdom replacing Westweald is dead. And that wasn't our only victory, friend. By saving Skingrad and Vashabar from Nantharian's designs, you taught both sides to stand against a common enemy. Whatever comes next, all the people of Westweald will face it together. I thank you for that. I sent word to Vashabar about Nantharian's fate, and Tribune Alea's scouts report that the Recollection's on the run. However, the Daedric incursions from Miramor continue unabated. I don't think Shard Marshal Vargas is done with us yet. Shard Marshal Vargas clearly intends to conquer Westweald for her prince. She made that quite apparent at Feldegard Keep. But there may be another motive for the incursions. If Vargas keeps us busy here, we can't interfere with Athelia's plan. Athelia said something about a loom and restoring what was lost. And her plan probably leads to the end of reality that Laramil keeps going on about. Let's take the fight. Take a look at the Skein of Secrets. If Athelia returned to Miramor, wherever that is, then perhaps the Skein can show us how to follow her. It's worth a try anyway. The Wood Elves aren't going to pack up and return to Valenwood, if that's what you're asking. Nantharian was wrong about many things, but there's room for Bosmer in Westweald. I think the Colovian neighbors will come to see that too. I think Vashabar is done with kings. Nantharian came from an old family in Silvanar, so the Bosmer who followed him accepted that title. I imagine they'll choose a new leader with a little more humility. Greenspeaker Daralith would be a good choice. I have my own contacts. Old habits die hard, I suppose. But these came from Legion scouts reporting to Tribune Alea. They send word that Miramor monsters are still appearing out of thin air. I imagine you could make a real difference against these Daedric monsters, but we can win a lot of battles and still lose the war. These... Wendir? Does that mean anything to you, Laramil?
There are many hidden paths between the planes. I suspect the Skein of Secrets has showed us one. Prepare yourselves.
How exactly do we prepare ourselves for oblivion?
A good point. There is no telling what we may encounter. Still, that is our course. Fascinating. Wendir is another Ayleid ruin, but the Skein of Secrets offers no explanation beyond a mark on a map. A subtle tool indeed, worthy of the Lady of Whispers. I am curious, Proxy. What exactly did you see when you looked at the Skein? Yes, it showed me the same. A place where Athelia used her power. I doubt she is still on Nirn. The Skein presents us with a strange puzzle that we must solve. When you saw Athelia with Vargas in Misgarkand, what exactly did she say? A loom. As in a weaving apparatus? Intriguing. As for Athelia's home, her realm in Oblivion was forgotten when she was. No records exist that can point us to Miramor. And the thought of restoring what was lost, I do not like the sound of that. The point to which we must travel to follow Athelia, I assume. Perhaps we will find a portal to her realm there. Or mayhap there is something we are meant to learn in Wendir. We must trust the Skein.
Care to earn some gold, adventurer? I could use a bit of assistance.
Always finding room for improvement. across us.
I sense an anomaly here, Proxy. A place where the veil between realms can be parted. Perhaps abolish and can be abused. This is what the Skane wanted us to find. A portal recently used by a... Curious. This is Fargrave. Did Athelia come this way to make use of the celestial palanquin? The portal deposited us in the demiplane of Fargrave. It is a realm without a prince that serves as a crossroad through oblivion. 1,000 doors lead in and out of Fargrave, or so it is said. But the fate of Baragon and the Tribune concerns me. They were. Did something divert them? While Fargrave is a realm of limitless portals, including many that are permanent, the plane can play havoc with portal spells. No matter. There is no time to search for them. We have problems of our own. I sense a huge force of Shardborn ahead. And in my previous visits, I never saw anything like those crystalline growths. I think Athelia reshaped this part of Fargrave when she came this way. I wonder, was this her destination? Or a means to... The true origins of Fargrave are lost. Did she come here to access another plane? Or could this demiplane have once been a part of Miramor? Well, we shall not find our allies or... This realm so easily bends to Athelia's will. Could Fargrave be a cast-off portion of Miramor? These crystals definitely signal Athelia's presence. See where they lead, Foster. Vigor, Proxy.
Stay ready. Never know what else might be headed our way.
The crystal grows more prominent, as if Miramor follows Prince's hand. Let the threads of faith restore your strength. That door, Proxy. I believe that is our way forward.
Beware! Shard Marshal Vargas is above you. Proxy, stay close.
You dare trespass in Miramor, in the very heart of our power. I banish you to the many paths, never to return.
Vargas banished our allies into the many paths. He took everything I had just to shield us. Baragon and Tribune Leia are beyond our help for now. We must go on. I am sorry, Proxy. I tried to shield our companions, but I could not. It took all the strength I could muster to prevent us from being banished along with them. It seems Shard Marshal Vargas is much more powerful than when we last faced her. Yes, Baragon and Tribune Alea ceased to be real to us, and became real somewhere else. That is the nature of the many paths, and a terrifying example of how the ability to navigate them can be... Perhaps, but only if we can find a point of connection in this plane. Shard Marshal Vargas must have hurled our allies through physical distance, as well as beyond this reality. They are someplace else. The many paths lead to different possibilities, different realities. There is no way to know where Vargas sent them. Our best bet is to continue on. Perhaps we shall locate a connection with a land. The threads of fate surrounding Fargrave are in turmoil. Something significant shall soon occur. A lingering memory. Use the Echo Near, Proxy.
Your wanderings are futile, Torvislar. What you seek is fear. The loom of the untraveled world. I have no idea what it is, but I am certain it's important.
You can stare at the sealed portal until you go mad, Vargas. I go in search of my missing memories.
A memory of Torvisard and Vargas before they recovered what had been forgotten. Let us talk. I almost feel sorry for Athelia's scions. To exist for millennia, tormented by the sense they were missing something, and could not find their purpose. The loom of the untraveled road. That must be the loom Athelia spoke of in Miskarkand. Indeed. Clearly the loom of the untraveled road is an apparatus of great importance. Vargas forgot what it was, yet its existence never ceased to gnaw at her. This is where Athelia's trail has been leading us. Perhaps there is something more here than our mortal senses can perceive. In this reality, the archway and mirrors have long since lost their power. But in the many paths, that might not be so. A dormant portal. Proxy, we must find a way to activate it. I think the order of the symbols is important, Proxy. Done. The dormant portal has awakened.
You asked for it.
Is this another isolated section of Fargrave, or a pocket dimension within the granite? Proxy, look. Another memory. Use the Echo Near.
My loom of the untraveled road fills this place. From its core, I can break the shackles of fate, undo mistakes, unlock possibilities. create new histories.
Athelia can use the loom to change history. That is how she will restore what was lost.
It's magnificent. But won't some princes see it as a threat?
A threat? This is a gift. The gift of unconstrained choice. The loom will weave a new story for every being. What they choose to be true. All shall benefit.
A wonderful gift indeed, my prince.
Athelia and Vargas have reached the loom's core. We must reach them before they destroy the reality we know. That great skeleton of art is one of the bearers of Fargrove. Athelia's changing it to its mirror-more reflection. Do you see the arches before us? I think they mark the doorway to the next part of the loop. I am not sure how to proceed, and we have no time to wander aimlessly. Perhaps the skein of secrets can show us the... Proxy! Are you injured? I am surprised you were not injured, Proxy. Unrolling the skein of secrets appeared to precipitate a reciprocal paroxysm that is, it triggered a backlash. As I am sure. Indeed. And whatever caused that also completely drained the skein's power. Perhaps Athelia protected the loom of the untraveled road against the influences of her rival princes. Or is this some property of the loom itself? I cannot say. Daedric princes are supreme within their own realms. The longer we are delayed, the stronger Athelia grows. In fact, the next defense we trigger may be more dangerous. I do not think it would be wise to use Abolisher here. I have witnessed enough of Athelia's realm to feel the power flowing through it. I believe I can use my portal magic to proceed deeper into the loom, perhaps even reach its core. As long as Athelia does not sense our approach, we should be fine. Hurry now. The portal I opened should carry us as far as the loom's core.
Athelia does not wish to be disturbed. Rot in the very prison that held her for all those eons.
Vargas diverted my portal. She trapped us in Athelia's prison. I see a memory. Use the memory.
This is how it must be, Athelia. For the sake of reality, you cannot walk free.
You cannot contain me forevermore. In time, I will escape this cell.
No fate that I foresee results in your freedom. I am sorry, Athelia, but I do this to preserve reality.
Hermaeus Mora could not predict what he could not perceive. Athelia's scions, the unseen. Come, we must find a way to escape. I sense the lamp still functions, and it revealed a path. We should follow its guidance. Is that Barracon? These ruined mirrors...
Shard Marshal Vargas sent us... somewhere. The Fargrave we were exploring faded away. I suddenly found myself in... another version of our reality. A mirror world. Dark and empty, full of soul-crushing dread. Like an iron fist around my heart. I don't know how else to explain it. Whatever part of the many paths I was hurled into, it was a dark reflection of our reality. Timeless, empty. Not a world made of mirrors, but the world you see in a mirror. I don't know. I never saw her after Vargas cast a spell. She might have been in the world I was trapped in, or she could be anywhere. On the other side, mirrors are like windows. You can see through them, but that's all. I waited here and hoped. These were the only mirrors I found. I couldn't pass through until you used the lamp. I'm not sure there's a way out of the many paths without some sort of help.
If there is no escape by the road Barracon followed, we must continue on. Lead the way, Roxy.
Who's better than us? Nobody.
Can you hear me? Get me out of here!
I thought I was never going to get out of there.
The lamp.
When Vargas attacked, I saw a flash of light and suddenly I was somewhere else.
At least we saved Tribune Alea. Now that we are together again, let us find an exit from this place. Look, an anomaly like the one we observed at Wendell. We must... It worked. And the Abolisher appears on...
What in the name of all the divines
we must
is
find
that
our
thing?
way to the loop, a Daedric apparatus of unimaginable power.
Now I can undo my long imprisonment. Make it something never forgotten. In which the princes and I were never in conflict. And with the loop, I shall weave it into this reality.
The current of fate shall finalize.
Should have been more prepared.
Feel the current of fate flow through. Athelia has not yet activated the loom. We can still intervene. Let the threads of fate restore your strength. Let fate renew your vigor.
quarter!
Watch out! The Shard Marshal's waiting for us!
Defeat Shard Marshal Vargas so we can reach the loop.
Vargas is shielded, friend! Use Abolisher to destroy the portals!
You return safe, don't you?
Hit him twice for flinching. Let's make this quick. They're all yours. Counter this.
Abolisher against me!
I do this for you.
Vargas, protect the loom!
Use Abolisher to destroy the loom.
Leave this place.
I am the last tomorrow, the Unweaver. I am filled with the power of the many paths. pull this hard away!
You did it, friend. But what's happening to Athelia?
Athelia has become something else.
Abolisher is depleted, but it did its job. The loom has been destroyed. I shall open an exit. Let us leave this place.
Good to see you, comrade. Baragon's waiting for you in the relic
Hello,
room.
friend. Put the relics in the case, please. I'm not sure I want to keep those in my house forever, but that's good for now. Let's talk. I know losing the use of the relics is bad, but at least we destroyed the loom and stopped Athelia from changing our reality. You know, I can't even conceive of what that actually means. But now that we're back in Westweald, on to local matters. I convinced Count Calantius and Greenspeaker Derelith to sit down and talk. They're finally ready to discuss stabilizing relations between Skingrad and Vashabar. I offered my home as a private venue for their meeting. They also want to speak to you. Don't look so surprised. You're a hero! You brought down Nantharion and defeated Shard Marshal Vargas. Yes, there are Recollection and Shard-born stragglers to deal with, but you earned the trust of both Wood Elves and the Colovians through your act. They're waiting for you out in the hall. I don't know what exactly they want to talk about, but it probably wouldn't hurt to remind them that...
Tribune Alea has spoken at length about you and enthralled me with tales of your exploits on behalf of Westweald. And to think you're not even a native of Skingrad or Vashabar. I hope it isn't too late for us to learn something from your example. It will not be easy to overcome the distrust the Recollection sowed between Colovians and Wood Elves. But thanks to your valiant defense of Westweald, I think I can convince my people to see the opportunities here, not just the threats. For my part, yes. Of course, I must persuade some nobles and landowners to part with abandoned estates they can no longer return to. But I want to see the new forest held by allies of Skingrad, not left empty to be overrun by monsters and outlaws. I spend a lot of coin to buy land. And with that land, I secure a treaty of cooperation with our new neighbors. I thank you, hero. You aided Westweald in our time of need. Wherever your journey leads next, Skingrad is forever in your debt.
Nantharion betrayed all we hold sacred, Count Calantius. And he has paid for his crimes with his life.
I want no war with Vashabar, but Nantharion left Ostermere in ruins and killed our people.
We cannot return Dawnwood to the seed it sprang from, but we too seek peace. We shall do everything we can to prove ourselves friends and allies to the Weald.
Through all we faced, it wasn't until I was lost in the many paths that I realized the true danger to the Weald. I think you saved everything when you destroyed the loom of the untraveled road. Of course, Athelia is still out there, somewhere. That's tomorrow's problem, friend. You stopped the Recollection, and you held back the forces of Miramor. The people of Westweald can handle what...
We saved Westweald and preserved history. But Prince Athelia still roams free.
Doomed. We're all doomed. Mortal, reality itself is threatened. Mortal, something's wrong. Hermaeus Mora senses fates, futures, winking out of existence. Potentials he predicted that will never be. I feel these instabilities rippling across reality. This must be Athelia's doing. But we need to be certain. Instabilities! Places where the threads of fate fray and shred. And it's getting worse.
I sense one forming in Westweald even now. But this one feels different. Addressing anomalies of fate is my sacred duty, but these scare even. I suggested we hide in the Icor Sea until this blows over. But the Great Eye said no. So I need you and Laramil to accompany me to the instability. Will you serve as Fate's chosen once more? I'll give you those pieces of gold you like so much. Before we depart, gather the Daedric relics, Abolisher, the Lamp of Clarity, and the Skein of Secrets. Even though they're depleted, the Great Eye has seen that you will need them in the trials to come. And I'm certainly not going to carry them. Haven't you realized by now that the Great Eye doesn't share the whys and wherefores with the hired help? But if Hermaeus Mora tells you to spin, you ask how many revolutions. And yes, I'm speaking from experience. I haven't had a chance to examine them yet. All I can tell you is that they're very disturbing. The way they shred fates before they're born. And they're growing more powerful. So, if you could get a move on, maybe we could do— Haven't you realized by now that the Great Eye doesn't share the whys and wherefores with the hired help? But if Hermaeus Mora tells you to spin, you ask how many revolutions. And yes, I'm speaking from experience. I haven't had a chance to examine them yet. The relics are this way, gathering dust on the tiny mortal's wall.
Greenspeaker Derelith, Count Calantius, I'm afraid our friend has urgent business to take care of.
Now that you have the relics, I suppose I must open a portal to the instability.
Consider it done.
Where is this instability you detected?
Good question. But the threads of fate connected to that mortal are shredded.
It was awful. Like the world ripped open. Like a tear. It swallowed our cart and poor Lazarus. We were foraging in Pharaoh's cavern, Lazarus and me. We heard a terrible ripping sound, and there it was. A tear in the space before us. Never seen the like. It was full of nothing. But Lazarus got too close. He was just gone. So I ran.
We must enter the cave and see the... A tear in the fabric of reality. Not only have the threads of fate been parted, a piece of existence has been destroyed.
Mortal, I think I know what's happening here. Let's talk. What started as instabilities in the threads of fate have become tears in the fabric of reality itself. The Great Eye's worst fears have come to pass. Somehow, some way, Athelia is responsible for this disaster. I can feel it in my seventh appendage. I'm saying that before I returned to get you and Laramil, I examined a number of these instabilities. Some in the Telvanni Peninsula, even a few in Apocrypha. If they all grow into these reality tears, well, we're all doomed is an understatement. Now you doubt my expertise? Look, we only detected these instabilities because of their effect on nearby threads of fate. And that reality tear, if I didn't have all my eyes on it, I wouldn't even know it was there. This is Athelia. I'm not sure we can fix them. Our best chance is to find Athelia and return her to her prison. And you have the relics to do it. We just have to figure out how to restore their depleted energy. Here, I've marked your map. Take Abolisher to the Telvanni Peninsula, the Lamp to Westweald, and the Skein to Apocrypha.
We shall send Gadain, Baragon, and Tribune Leia to assist you, Proxy. Meet us at Baragon's townhouse when you have restored the relics. And, if you would, convey my regards to Gadain.
Here we go.
Finally. I just want to talk.
You again! Stay away from me! Help! She's going to kill me! Yeah!
No, wait!
Over here, comrade. The friendly Daedra Scroot sent me to meet you, comrade. She and Laramel told me some strange things, but after everything that happened in Westweald... Anyway, I'm here to help. Indeed. Apparently the workers in this camp discovered an ancient shrine to Azura before they were overwhelmed. Laramel suggests that if you hold the Lamp of Clarity close to the shrine, the shrine to Azura should be on the east side of the lumber camp. Let's go find it. What? After everything with the recollection, you think I wouldn't want to see this through to the end? When Laramel summoned me and Scroot explained things, I readily agreed to help.
may I serve?